Today's video, we're going to talk about how I use ChatGPT to generate some code to load data. So the task was I received a set of data files from a data vendor, but they also included some DDL to create tables for those data files. And so I saw that I was going to need to actually do this repeatedly because these files are going to be repeatedly delivered on a monthly schedule. So that means that, the process, whatever I'm doing, is probably going to need to be done again. And so I started out just kind of loading them in with SQL Developer was going into an Oracle database, just loading them in with the import feature. But I got to thinking, oh, this is going to be very repetitive each month. Is there a better way? And so I thought, well, I could, code up some scripts to get these loaded in, but that's really tedious coding, And so I said, hey, can ChatGPT help? And so I'm going to take you into my little session in just a second here, where I started issuing just a few prompts, and before I knew it, I had code, and I was loading in. I think there was like 10 or 12 different files, and so what might have taken maybe a few days to finish was done in maybe an hour. So this is really a great use of the technology, and let's dig into take a look at it. So we're in my ChatGPT session, and so what I said he said write a Python program to load a table with the following structure into an Oracle database. The file is pipe delimited. There is not a header in the file, so use a positional mapping. So, the first thing it says is, okay, well, if you're going to run Python, you're going to load into Oracle, you're going to need to install the CS Oracle module. So it gives you instructions to do that. And then here's your code. And so it tells you what modules to import, the CX Oracle that we just saw, and then CSV, which is another module. And then it shows you how to connect to the database. This is your file. This is your table you're loading into. And it gave me a generic insert into table. And so that was all great. So it gives me the generic structure for loading into an Oracle table from a delimited file. But then I wanted a little bit more, and so it's just give me some instructions here about, the connection, user and password, and how to fill these things in. Then I said, I want a little bit more. I want to give you the DDL for this table so that you know what the structure of it is, and you can actually generate the exact insert statement that I'm going to need to insert into the table. And so I gave it the DDL. So here's the DDL for the table. And these are the columns and data types. And it says, okay, based on what you've provided in the DDL, this is how you would load into that table. And so it gives a more descriptive and more specific example of how to do this. And so here it is, insert into the table. And so this is the table name up here. And it names the exact columns that were in that DDL file. So I didn't have to change anything here. All I really needed to do is cut and paste this in. And of course, I did need to give the path to the file that I had on my workstation. And so I just took that out, pasted it into my PyCharm session, and loaded up that table. And so now when this code comes next month, or when the data files come next month, I can just reuse what I've developed here. And I don't need to go through a lot of clicks through SQL Developer or anything like that. I can just rerun this. And I could even put something where I could run all 10 or 12 of them in one program. I can get his push button to do it for today. I hope you guys got something out of it. I thought it was kind of interesting, and I just threw it together. If you liked it, hey, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and put your questions and comments in the comments. Talk to you later. Bye.